Have you ever watched a movie so bizarre that it left you speechless? Like you're sitting there staring at the screen, wondering if you accidentally took a wrong turn into the Twilight Zone? Yeah, we've all been there. Today we're diving headfirst into the wonderful world of cinematic weirdness, exploring the top 5 most absurd movies ever shown in theaters. We're talking about films so strange, so outlandish, that they'll make you question the very fabric of reality. Buckle up, bros, because this is going to be a wild ride. First up, we have the masterpiece of disaster pieces, The Room. Released in 2003, this cinematic anomaly follows the tumultuous life of Johnny, a banker with a love triangle problem. Sounds simple, right? Wrong. The plot is as coherent as a dream after a night of binge-watching infomercials. It's packed with nonsensical subplots, like Johnny's best friend suddenly revealing she has breast cancer and then disappearing from the film entirely. But the real star of the show is the dialogue. Every line is delivered with the emotional range of a brick, and half the time, it feels like the actors are speaking a language invented 5 minutes before filming. The Room is a glorious train wreck of a film, but that's what makes it so damn entertaining. It's become a cult classic, with fans around the world gathering for midnight screenings to throw spoons at the screen and recite the infamous lines. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion, but instead of feeling horrified, you can't help but laugh. You have to admire the sheer audacity of it all. So if you're looking for a movie that defies all logic and reason, The Room is your go-to. Just be prepared to have your mind thoroughly boggled. Next up, we're traveling back in time to 1959 for a cinematic experience so bad it's legendary. I'm talking about Plan 9 from Outer Space, a movie often hailed as the worst movie ever made. The plot, if you can call it that, revolves around aliens who decide to resurrect the dead to stop humans from creating a doomsday weapon. Makes sense, right? Well, buckle up because it only gets weirder from there. The acting is atrocious, the special effects are laughable, think cardboard spaceships and wobbly sets, and the dialogue is so clunky it could clog a drain pipe. It's like watching a high school drama club production, but with aliens and zombies. But hey, there's a certain charm to its awfulness. It's so earnest in its attempt to be a serious sci-fi film that it becomes unintentionally hilarious. Plus, you gotta give director Ed Wood some credit for his unwavering commitment to his vision, even if that vision was a little off. Plan 9 from Outer Space is a true testament to the fact that even the most misguided cinematic endeavors can achieve a cult following. It's a must-see for anyone who appreciates the art of so bad. It's good filmmaking. Hold on to your feathers, folks, because we're about to enter the world of Birdemic Shock and Terror, a 2010 masterpiece of unintentional comedy that will leave you both terrified and bewildered. Imagine this. A romantic drama about a solar panel salesman and a lingerie model takes a sudden turn for the worse when swarms of killer birds attack their idyllic town. But these aren't your average everyday pigeons. Oh no, these feathered fiends are fueled by global warming and a thirst for blood. The plot is as predictable as the sunrise, but it's the execution that truly elevates Birdemic to legendary status. The CGI birds look like they were designed on a potato. Their flight patterns defy the laws of physics, and the sound effects are straight out of a low-budget video game from the 90s. But wait, there's more. The acting is so wooden, you could build a treehouse out of it. And the dialogue? Let's just say it's about as natural as a conversation with a chatbot. Birdemic is a cinematic experience that will have you laughing, cringing, and questioning your life choices all at the same time. It's a beautiful disaster, a testament to the power of low-budget filmmaking to both entertain and terrify. Get ready for a cinematic journey into the heart of nonsensical horror with Troll 2, a 1990 Italian film that's so bad, it's achieved cult classic status. And here's the kicker. It has absolutely nothing to do with trolls. Instead, we're treated to the misadventures of the Waits family, who decide to swap homes with another family for the summer. Little do they know, they're about to stumble into a nightmare world of vegetarian goblins who want to turn them into plants and eat them. Because why not? The goblins themselves look like rejects from a low-budget Halloween store with rubber masks and costumes that scream made in someone's basement. And don't even get me started on their leader, a creepy little dude named Credence, who looks like he wandered off the set of a David Lynch film. The acting is as stiff as a board. The dialogue is riddled with continuity errors and non sequiturs, and the special effects are so cheesy they belong on a pizza. But hey, that's all part of the charm, right? Troll 2 is a shining example of a film that embraces its own absurdity, becoming a hilarious and bizarre cult classic in the process. It's a must-see for anyone who enjoys their horror with a side of unintentional comedy and a generous helping of what the hell did I just watch? And finally, we arrive at the pinnacle of cinematic incoherence. A film so baffling, so utterly nonsensical, that it deserves its own category of weirdness. I'm talking about Fateful Findings, a 2013 masterpiece of bewilderment from the mind of the one and only Neil Breen. Now, describing the plot of Fateful Findings is like trying to summarize a fever dream while riding a roller coaster. It involves a novelist, a magical stone from childhood, government conspiracies, hackers, car chases, and a whole lot of staring intensely into the camera. The acting is best described as Breen-esque, with Neil Breen himself delivering every line with the emotional range of a robot learning to feel. The dialogue is a glorious mishmash of techno-babble, philosophical musings, and random pronouncements that seem to have no relation to anything happening on screen. The special effects are straight out of the early days of Windows Movie Maker, with green screens that would make a weatherman blush, and explosions that look like someone set off a few firecrackers in a parking lot. But here's the thing. Fateful Findings, despite its flaws, is strangely captivating. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion, except you have no idea what's going on or why you can't look away. It's a testament to the power of pure, unadulterated cinematic chaos, a film that defies all logic and reason, leaving you both entertained and utterly bewildered. Well, there you have it, folks, our whirlwind tour through the most absurd movies ever screened. If you made it through this whole list without your brain melting, congratulations! You're a true champion of cinematic weirdness. If you enjoyed this descent into madness, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Drop a comment below with your own picks for the most bizarre movies ever, and share this video with your friends who appreciate a good cinematic head-scratcher. And don't forget to subscribe for more mind-bending movie content. Until next time, stay weird, stay curious, and keep an eye out for those cinematic oddities that make life so interesting.